Hello and welcome to another one of my Leetcode videos. In this one we'll do Leetcode 290 word pattern. So let's get started. We are given a pattern basically just with letters and a string with words, and we have to make sure that the words follow the pattern, right? So if this is like A B B A, then this should also follow like A, meaning dog is A, cat is B, and then since it's B again, so it has to be cat, and then it's A, so it has to be dog, right? So this is true because the word follows the pattern. In this case, if you see it's A, B, B, A, but then it's dog, cat, cat, fish. Like dog here is taking the position of A, but over here, fish is taking A, so this is invalid. And then over here, since it's all A, meaning all the words have to be the same, but clearly that's not the case here. So, this is false. So, how do we go about solving this problem? It's actually pretty simple. So, we just have to maintain for each letter that we see, what is the corresponding word, right? So, let's say if A is dog and B is cat, then the next time we see B, we should make sure that the word is also cat. Otherwise, we just return false. And similarly, whenever we see the word again, we need to make sure that the letter is the same, right? So, for example, if you had A, B, C as the pattern, and the word was cat, dog, cat, then this is also invalid, right? Because A here is cat, and here cat is C, right? So this is not valid. It has to be a perfect match. So let's write the code for this. So basically the first thing we'll do is split up the words into an array of strings. So let me go ahead and do that. So this splits up the word into an array of strings. And now we need to maintain two hash maps, one for the letter to the word and the other one for the word to the letter, so that we can ensure the same word doesn't map to two letters. Okay, so I've gone ahead and created these two hash maps. One is the letter to the word and one is the word to the letter. Now, before we do this, we need one condition is that both of the lengths, the word array and the pattern, should be the same, right? If they're not the same, we can just return false because we know that that's not going to match anyway. So let's just write that real quick. So here's this if condition which says if the lengths don't match, just return false. And now we'll iterate through our pattern. So here's our loop that does that. The first thing we'll do is store our letter and our word in some variables. So here's our word. This will be the ith word in our words array, and the letter will be the ith character of the pattern. So first, if we haven't seen the letter before, we'll create one branch for that and another branch for if we have seen the letter. So this is our if condition. This is if we haven't seen the letter before, and this is if we have seen the letter before. So if we haven't seen the letter before, then we need to first make sure that we also haven't seen the word before, because whenever we insert something in this map, the word should not have been seen before. So this is our if statement saying if we've already seen the word before, then we return false because that means the word is already mapped to something else. Otherwise, we go and update the two maps with our new word and letter. So yeah, here we update the two maps. So we insert letter and word in our letter to word map, and then word and letter in the word to letter map. Now in the else branch, if we haven't seen this letter before, if we have seen this letter before, all we need to make sure is that it's the same, right? So if they're not the same, if the word and the letter, if the word is not the same as the word that was previously mapped to this letter, then we just return false, right? So in this case, if A is dog and B is cat, then if we see A again, it must be dog, right? Otherwise, we return false. So let's do that real quick. So here it is. If our current word is not equal to the existing word mapped to that letter, then we return false. And otherwise, if we make it through this loop, then we return true. Now, a few simplifications we can make is, first of all, if you notice, we don't actually need the letter here because we just need to know if we've seen the word before, so we can change this to a set. So I've gone ahead and changed this to a hash set, and then we just need to update this guy to make sure that the code compiles. And similarly also this guy, because all we care about is if we've seen the word before. And another simplification we can make is combine these, because this is just a kind of an else if statement. So we just do that, and so if this kind of compares if the current word is equal to what we already saw for that letter. So I'll go ahead and erase this bottom part now and run the code. Fix this. This should be contains key. Alright, all the test cases passed. Let's submit. Cool. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.